Hey, Orange One here. So I just managed to steal some stuff from the Hive. I stole some blueprints, and pole arms is pretty good. Play Drifter Pants is actually pretty nice as well. But what I'm really excited about is that we stole the blueprint for a Hiver leather jacket. That dude is like staring straight at us. But yeah, basically I unlocked this with Silas and managed to get some pretty good blueprints. I don't know, that dude's probably gonna see us, but I just wanted to show you this. That's where we grabbed the stuff from. In full efforts to be transparent, basically for this episode I was recording a lot, just trying to... Oh, no, Silas, do not get hit. I was trying to just get as much done as possible off camera, and then cut in between, just basically giving you the highlights. So I've recorded I've played out a number of probably hours of gameplay, and then I just saved at some of the main highlights. But at this point you can kind of see that we've got our guards, we've got our civilians, we're having a little bit of a food problem. Let me just go ahead and show you what's going on here. We got people working the fabric. We've got no food, and yeah, at this point I hadn't researched generators or anything, and I've just basically been leaving the gate open and farming and taking whatever excess food that we have and using that to plant more crops. And we also started to get someone mining the iron over here in the back. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and do that next cut ahead. I'll see you in a minute. Okay, so I'm at the Hive village right here. It's probably hard to kind of see, but there's some scrawny cannibals, and they're attacking the Hive. It's not going well for them, as you can see. There's a worker drone that's down there. Good try grabbing him. I think these soldier drones are not gonna get taken down. Probably not. Is it possible for Silas to get that worker drone off the floor? There's scrawny cannibals. Where was that worker at? There he is. Silas might be able to grab him. Dude sees you. Okay, there we go. So we could take that dude. Yeah, it's just a worker drone. Their head's pretty much smashed in though. But yeah, these guys are in cannibal territory, so it kind of makes sense that they're gonna have to deal with that. But as you can see, they managed to repel them. He's got another worker there. Not too bad. Not the most difficult combat that we've had to do in the game. And we didn't even fight. We just stole a worker. You know. Those workers, or those soldier drones, cut through the cannibals pretty well. I don't think they lost a single person besides the one that I stole. Good job, Hivers. You're a worthy adversary. You can see who's died from the blood. Okay. And also the limbs. It looks like all the limbs really on the ground were cannibals. So this guy we could heal up, but we'll probably do that once we're back at base. And we got Fogman chasing us. Nice. Well, luckily for us, Silas is a beast. And he's super fast. Let's show you what we got going on here. What are you guys doing over here? I have no idea. But I think at this point, Yeah, I think I might have planted some other more crops. But people are still hungry. Alright, let's go ahead and jump to the next part. I think, yeah, we have that soldier drone, some worker drone. Okay, I'll see you in a minute. Hey, so we're at AdMag right now, which is just down here. I was trying to send Silas down to go on a little bit of a hunting trip. He's got some heavy bolts and a spring bat, as well as I think he's not got any long bolts left for the Eagle's Cross, but we have the spring bat, which is a great weapon for him. And yeah, I can't find any Garus. I think it was, who was it? Was it Darren? Someone was suggesting that I come down here and do a hunting trip down near here for Garus. I have not had luck hunting Garus down here. I just like haven't seen anything besides Shek. But I think, judging by this, there's a general shop here. We could probably do some trading there. And if it was day, I'd try and see what they have. And they've got travel gear. Yeah. So what we could probably do is run down here and buy leather here. It's probably the closest source of leather. Either that or Squin would be the closest source of leather. I thought you guys might want to check out AdMag. Kind of a cool one. I think this is the capital, isn't it? Where's the main tower? Police, residential. Oh wow, that's 56,000. Thieves Guild and police. Yeah, I don't know. I thought this was the capital. But just says these are all watchtowers, it doesn't give them a particular special name. Okay, well, I'm gonna go keep on running around and see maybe if we can catch something, because people are hungry. They're getting even more hungry. But we are making a little bit of food, so it's not so bad. Alright, we found some goats. We're right by Squin. I think down here in the borderlands or whatever, the border zone, whatever it is, the area between all the countries, there's some animals. So we got some goats here. We can try and attack these guys. They're gonna charge us. Silas, are you actually shooting? No, you're apparently reloading. It doesn't look like you're reloading, but you are. Let's run away. Maybe aim at the center here. A nice fat goat. There we go. That one's down. So if we want run and run and run and run, I think we can run around them. Where's the one that died? There we go. So we can get meat and some leather as well. So yeah, that's good. I mean, we just ate some raw meat, which is, I thought princes didn't eat raw meat. I guess Silas isn't above it though. Okay, they're pretty much on you. I don't want to get hit by a goat. Goats are actually really deadly in this game. You don't mess around with a goat. I mean, hunting them is fine, but going into melee against goats is kind of dumb. And they're not, kind of like bone dog goats. They got like giant bony heads. I mean, yes, goats have horns. But look at that thing. It's like plated onto their head. And they almost look like dog-like to me. They look like closely related to bone dogs. And another one's down. Sweet. Let's run them over here. Maybe you can reload a little bit more. And let's come back. Where's the one that died? That's kind of... Oh no, is the game having some issues there? with the texture. I noticed that before. It's kind of weird. It's like a line right there. Oh, there's the goat. I mean, it's not very noticeable, but it's enough to bother me. Has that happened on other recordings? Have I had the like V-Sync? Isn't that what's going on there? Have I had issues like that before? I'd like to get a third goat. If I can get a third goat, I'll be happy. Reload a little bit. Maybe keep on running back. And aim at that one, I think. There we go. Third one's down, like right there. And where were they? It's like right here, yeah. Sorry, young one. Little pup. Look at that. Ain't that cute? We just killed your pops. Or your ma. And you're coming for us. Charging. I don't know. I feel like goats, if you killed like 3 of them like that, they might start running away. Maybe. I don't know. Then again, goats are pretty vicious. Pretty territorial animals. They'll charge you, for sure, but I feel like if you've killed a couple of them, they might choose to run away. Yeah, I'm just saying. But we should have enough dried meat to last us a while. Oh, by the way, I haven't researched these things because I wasn't sure exactly when I was going to talk about that, and I think after a while I just kind of forgot I even had those, but at the end of the episode I'll research those and get us going on that stuff. Also, I wanted to show you our uniform. Look at that. That's basically what we've got everyone in. Trousers, the rag shirts, and the helmet as well. That's the uniform of the Free Hive. We're a bunch of peasants with rags, and at least we have pants. I feel like most of the Hivers don't even wear pants. But we have pants. Because we're sophisticated Hivers. We're not some animals. No, sir. Alright, well, I'm gonna skip ahead to the next part. I'll see you in a minute. Alright, so we're back at base. Silas got back here, dropped the meat off, and we've got meat cooking. And as you can see, people are pretty desperate. They're pretty hungry. But as soon as this is getting cooked, it's getting put in the food storage, and it looks like everyone's making a run for it, and survival of the fittest. Those who are starving already are too slow to get the food. So it's kind of brutal, but we got food, hey, that we cooked ourselves, kind of. You know, it was just a campfire, but it's better than nothing. And I think I gave the leather to someone to Engineer 2, which, by the way, oh yeah, we got a new Hiver named Engineer 2 because I'm tired of having my valuable Hivers being engineers and getting shot at the gate. So I think I'm just going to start weaning people off the engineering job and just have a few that are dedicated engineers. I mean, I'm having this guy working the biofuel distillery, which we researched in between those takes, and I just got fuel generator theory, which means we should be able to build some generators, which I think I put down like over here. But yeah, we've got some fuel, which is also, you know, all things considered, not the worst transition of currency. And I know some of you are like, you should go like the way of like California and Oregon and Denver and just, you know, make the gosh, what do they call it, them concentrates or whatever. Yes, I will, but I also work at a school, so I'm kind of like, maybe I shouldn't. Maybe I'll wait till the summer comes around, and not off chance one of my kids is watching this and they're not gonna be like, so, Mr. Teacher, why are you doing this in your Let's Play? You know? So I will. Don't worry. But it's probably like a month away. Maybe like 10 episodes away or something like that. For now, we're going to work on fuel and cloth. And hey, you know, maybe you can think about that as a way as like, hey, these things could be used as other important industrial crops. You know, biofuel, biodiesel, that'd be good. You know, it's definitely better than just going raw gas, you know. I mean, it's neutral. You know, all the carbon that you get from is from carbon dioxide, so you're taking carbon dioxide out of the air, but then you're just putting it right back in when you burn the fuel. So, I mean, it's better than gas, but still, it's not ideal. There is also the fabric thing, which this is still those things where I'm like, I need a source on this, but someone was telling me that the United States used to have a huge hemp industry for making cloth and rope, and it's actually really good for making rope. I don't know if that's true or not, but apparently that used to be a thing, according to some dude somewhere. But look, we got food, we got bread, it's being produced. We have green fruit that's been waiting for the bread. We have finally a surplus of ingredients. And this is kind of all hodgepodge, which don't worry, I will clean it up. I'll get some nice rows. But for now, I'm just planting things where I can, having it grow, getting water in there, and, you know, doing well. Okay, well, I think at this point that we're doing good enough to probably cut to the next part. Yeah, let's do that. Let's look at this. We got our second iron refinery, which is going to be processing some iron. We have raw iron coming from here, which has 100 quality. If we got 3 people working on that, that seems to pull iron out pretty quickly, quicker than our one can handle. We've got like 3 people here, 3 people on the other iron source, and as you can see, we're making iron plates. It's slow going, to be honest, but it is being made. But what I've found is that if I want to be building things like generators, that takes iron plates. Like if I go down here to power and generator, it requires 4 iron plates, which basically means Stickman, you know, our esteemed weaponsmith, makes us our weapons right here. He ends up not having any iron plates to work with. And if he doesn't have iron plates, then he can't make weapons. And right now, our iron plates are going towards making this. So someone should put an iron plate down, and then we'll have 2 of these things making, which should double our iron plate production and allow us to make more weapons. I was thinking, you know, of trying to go away from that economy, because in my other Let's Play, I was basically weapons and armor economy with 2 skilled craftsmen, 1 weapon, one armor, and that worked pretty well. But I think what I want to do is get some more farming industry, because we've got a lot of land, we've got a lot of good crops that can grow here. Like the wheat grows and gives 107% yield. Green fruit not so much. Green fruit gives 70% yield, which is pretty good. And the hemp gives 100% yield, so we could just make a ton of money if we just grew stuff and just mass produced it, and then we just walk into town and buy whatever we feel like buying. But yeah, we got things rolling. I do want to kind of, at least at the beginning, make some of our own weapons, make some of our own armor. Especially seeing how we made the Mongol armor smiths mad. They don't want to sell us any armor. So instead of going all the way to like the Shek and buying armor, I think we'll just make some here. and we'll deal with it. Maybe we'll buy leather there and then bring that over and make it ourselves, just to get some higher experience for our chitin weaver. Unfortunately, let's go ahead and just jump over to mongrel. Unfortunately, if we look at research, to actually get proper armor, late armor crafting, we need an engineering research book, which means we're gonna have to go up and get from that one thing that's like up here. There's like a ruin that's up there. I also want to check out the science lab up here, but we're gonna need some of that tech if we want to start making our own armor, which I think we're probably not gonna do in this episode, but maybe the next one we'll do some more adventuring. We'll gather a group of intrepid explorers and explore to the north, to the great unknown. Maybe, I don't know, kill some cannibals too. And we could always trade at the World's End or Black Desert City if we really wanted those things. If we get our industry going, we might want to do that instead of charging our people into near certain death in those ruins, but we'll see. It'd be more exciting to charge to our death, wouldn't it? Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and cut here to the next part. Okay, I did want to show you this. We are building another iron refinery Mark II because we found there's also a iron node here. So if we get 3 people on each one of these iron nodes, we're gonna make a ton of iron, like an absolute ton. Unfortunately, there is some, I think, iron right here. It's outside of our walls. We could try and extend the walls down and back up. I didn't want to do that originally, just because it would look kind of ugly, and I'm kind of worried about the pathing. There's also an iron resource right here, so if we really wanted to extend this out and around, we could make some serious cash. But I don't think we're going to be able to do that. That just sounds like a nightmare, even just thinking about it. I think just with 3 iron nodes, we're going to be kind of overwhelmed. As you can see with our 2 generators, we're generating a lot of power. Like, a lot. And we're making weapons. You know, they're getting to be kind of decent quality, not like bottom of the barrel quality. We're starting to make some high grade clothes as well, so if we can get some high grade armor on people, man, we're gonna be set up pretty nicely. Oh, also, yes, I've been wanting to build more buildings. I've just been cramming everything in here. We even set up a medical bench, and we've got standard first aid kits. Which, by the way, a standard first aid kit is made from, yes, cloth and hemp. Which, I don't know. It just makes me laugh so much. It's like, oh yeah, it's like relieves pain, you know? They'll have to put a warning label on it. Warning, science has not yet proven this, you know. The science is still out, by the way, on that stuff. You don't really know because there hasn't been studies done on it because it's illegal in the US. But we've got some better stone mine, which means stone will get mined faster, and we actually upgraded our stone processor up to a Mark III. So we should be able to build more buildings. I'm pretty excited about that because so far we've only got a few building materials, you know, not even enough to build another house. But if we upgrade that, and if we build a couple of these stone processors, we'll probably be able to fill this place up pretty quickly. I'd like to maybe shift our industry over to just building material production, just so I can like AFK, get building materials, and then just design it out. I am kind of on the fence about adding the Hiver buildings to that one mod that changes all the Hive factions. I did see that Sabouts had that on his Hiver only Let's Play. By the way, Sabouts is a great YouTuber. You should check him out. But keep on watching this. Don't go away, you know. But I saw that he was doing that, and I was kind of a little bit nervous. If I took that mod, I'd be like, am I copying him? I mean, I know I started this series before him, but I don't want to be like, oh, look at this big YouTuber, I'm gonna install the mod that he's got on his Hiver Let's Play as well, you know? I don't know. I'm kind of on the fence. I could go either way. If you guys are adamant about me building like Hiver huts, I'm down. I also am thinking the free hive, maybe we want to get away from living in mud huts. I don't know. But it also begs the question, what are these buildings made out of? Because it got a little bit of wood. But is that mud? Is this a mud hut? Do I not know what I'm talking about? Yeah, pretty much. It looks like possibly some sort of mud, but like it almost looks like a brick. But these aren't bricks. I don't know what it is, but it works. Oh, by the way, also look, we have bread and green fruit, and we actually have food cubes actually being stored now. And we've got our last person, Knight, over there. Still not doing great, but their hunger's going away. They're getting fed. So we're finally not the starving hive. We're finally just healthy, proportioned hives, even though they still look really skinny. Look at that rib cage. Is that really healthy? What do you have as, yeah, you do have as pronounced of rib cage. But that's like your carapace or whatever, which is weird because it's like carapace, but then the carapace like seems to fold here. It seems to me like this should be like a harder carapace, and then there should be like some thinner elbow joints here. Same here, it should be thinner around the ankles, and I don't know what's going on with your hands, Bob. I'm not gonna lie. The hyper hands are the part that really bothers me, because it's like, that does not look like a bug's fingers. Right? Like, look at that. They've got like these muscles like that. It should just be like these skinny little limbs and joints. Like, this all shouldn't be connected. It should just be like joint and like no connection really there. Like, that just looks too much like a human thumb. That's like, you're just wearing some clothes, aren't you? Like, this is just some outfit that you've put on top. It's the things like the hands where it's like, maybe Hivers were genetically engineered from humans. I don't know. Now the reflection, that better not be the reflection of what's behind us. If that is, that's gonna really mess with me. Is there like a little mountain range? Oh, of course there's a mountain range there, but yeah, I think, oh my gosh. I think it might be an actual in-game reflection of those towers. I need to know. I don't see the towers, maybe not. Okay, internet, do research. Let me know if it's possible that what we were looking at was this view right here. Compare it. Do the CSI thing where like enhance, 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 and let me know, because I feel like that we're looking at a reflection there. Are your eyes reflective as well, Silas? I'm just curious. The angle on these things can be a little bit tricky. Yeah, I feel like they are totally reflective. The dead hive doesn't look to be reflective like that. It's maybe stop running. You should have some bushes or something in front of you in those eyes. Are they there? Are those bushes? Is there like the sun that you're looking at right there? I don't know. I feel like it may be some generic thing. it doesn't actually reflect what they're looking at. But if we look at like Jazz right here, actually no, your eyes actually do look also reflective. I apologize. I misspoke. But yeah, you can definitely see like the horizon there, which you should not be able to see. Okay, I think it's just a generic texture. I'm going to go ahead and cut ahead now. That worker needs to learn his manners, don't you think? Alright, it is the end of the episode. Silas has a bunch of trading goods, and I am going to research that research. Maybe go down to Mongrel? Or maybe we were sending you to Stack. We were probably sending you to Stack to get leather. And, yeah, while he's doing that, let's go ahead and change these building... what we're working on. Can you not do, oh, we should probably make a leather armor crafting station. It looks like we're gonna need to build another building for that. We can do pole arms though. Stop that. Work on pole arms. Ooh, actually, hold on. Look at this. Heavy pole arm. More damage. More cutting damage. Makes it harder to wield though. Maybe we'll do a little bit of both. We'll get some heavy pole arms for our actual soldiers and some light pole arms for our not soldiers. Yeah, I kind of feel like we need to build a second building. We have enough building materials to do that. Let's go ahead and put like another building. We'll make like the village center be the watering holes, and we'll put like some more buildings around here. And that'll be our initial first district. Let's see, what buildings do we have? Ooh, actually, these are gonna take a lot. The bug house, which is kind of appropriate, don't you think? There's the long house. Yeah, I feel like we should do a bug house. Let's do a bug house. We'll do like a bug house right there. And that should be good. We'll get things built up. Actually, I think we might actually have enough. 9 plus the 27. Yeah, that's enough. We totally have enough to build this structure. And some probably. And you're probably like, hey, what about all these new guys? I think we could probably rename this dude Engineer 1 to Undead. Do I have... Jazz is doing research, Silas is running to go sell that stuff. And he's going by the Holy Military Base. Not the best place for a hiver, let's just say that. But yeah, we actually haven't been attacked at all. Like, well, no, that's not true. There's been like occasional fogmen that have run by, but we haven't been raided. So I think it's safe to say that the cannibals, although they hate us, after we killed Meathead, they don't want to come for us. Just a-okay with me. But look, we got all this stuff growing. We got no wheat straw saved up. We've got green fruit, which also I was thinking I wanted to start making some is it grog that you make from green fruit? One of the alcohols. I think we need to up our green fruit production just because we have so much extra, and then we'll start making some alcohol probably in the next episode. Yeah, I think this has been about half an hour. I've been tallying up the times. So thank you for joining me. This has been Orange One.